You're listening to The John and Heidi Show. Now, featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Ferris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris. Good Tuesday to you, sir.
Hey, I hope you got your dancing shoes on there, mister.
I got my dancing Crocs on.
Pretty big day today.
Epic
episode in the world of myself and you two lovelies.
Oh, nice.
This happens to be Alaska Day.
Oh, my goodness.
It's Alaska Day. For those of you who don't know, the United States bought Alaska from Russia for like $1,000 and I think an 8-pack of 2-ply toilet paper.
and a pack of Lucky Strikes.
Back in the day. And then we actually moved the island of Alaska, connected it to Canada, because they have to pay all the utilities now.
Which a lot of people don't know about.
So there you go.
Some of that may be true, and some of that's just made up. But,
Alaska Day.
Nice. Alaska Day. Happy Alaska Day. I should wear my Alaska shirt today.
Alaska.
Yeah.
If you're into that island living, that's the state for you.
It really is.
Kathy Bates has a birthday today. She is 70.
I always liked her.
Yeah, me too.
What's not to like?
Yeah.
She seems like
super talented lady.
I don't know what she'd be like in real life, but her characters are always pretty fun and pretty spunky.
How did she not get an Academy Award for her portrayal of the Waterboy's mom in The Waterboy?
Mama Boucher.
Son of mine's going to play foosball.
My mama said. My mama said.
Mel Brooks has been around for a long time, darn near 100 years.
Love him, too.
He's 96 today.
Wow.
Holy cow.
You know, he was the brains behind the Get Smart TV series in the 60s. Which
I
was
didn't know that.
Yeah, a spoof on spies and all that.
Yeah.
That was kind of the one that made him a name in Hollywood.
I didn't realize
Of course,
that.
he's done all kinds of other cool stuff, too, including, of course, Spaceballs and the finest film ever made, Blazing Saddles.
It really
For
is.
sure.
Imagine if they tried to make that movie today.
I don't think they could, John.
Probably not.
Elon Musk, who apparently has been in the news a few times in the past couple weeks or so. Elon's 51
Nice. Happy birthday, sir.
today. And Gilda Radner,
Oh, yeah.
one of the original Saturday Night
Yeah,
Live,
she
not ready for
was.
primetime players. In fact, she was on that series from 75 to 1980. Also married to Gene Wilder
Yeah.
Yeah, she was.
before she passed away back in 1989. So happy birthday to those folks. It was 1846. This was huge. Antoine Joseph Sax
Oh,
patents a little thing called the saxophone.
Nice.
Hello. Think about it. Where would we be without it?
Yeah.
Imagine George Michael's Careless Whisper. I don't think you can.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
It made that song.
Than a cheated friend
You'd
made.
have to-
You would have no Careless Whisper.
No.
No.
All right. Just
Well,
thought
they
I'd
could use a
point that
kazoo
out.
or something
Do
instead.
do
but
do 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 do.
Best part of the song.
It really is.
Yeah, there's really no point in anybody ever doing any more saxophone again after
That's the
Careless
best.
Whisper. There just isn't. And by the way, kids, if you're taking up the saxophone, you're going to school, woodwind instrument, remember, practice safe sax.
Yes, please do.
Those spit valves are everything. Trust
Yeah.
me on this. With 1776, the very final draft, signed, sealed, delivered of the United States Declaration of Independence, submitted to the Continental Congress.
Yeah.
It took them a while. They had to do some rewrites, you know.
Yeah.
Some rewrites.
Get rid of the
Phew.
smiley faces, and somebody's using little hearts to dot the I's. It's like, no, we need to be a little more serious.
Come on now. We're not going to take this seriously.
And it was this day in 1820 because everything starts somewhere.
Yeah.
Everything has to start somewhere. It's like, how do we know to drink cow's milk? How's that okay? Everything starts somewhere. This day, 1820, the tomato is proven to be non-poisonous.
Yeah.
When Colonel Robert Gibbon steps up to the stairway of the courthouse in Salem, New Jersey, and eats one of those bad boys in public.
Yeah. Pretty
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, and everybody went, ooh. Hey, are you okay?
We had a president that made him popular because Thomas Jefferson would eat tomatoes. And,
That's great, John.
okay.
So
Sorry.
really, without the Colonel, your BLT would just be a BL.
Yes, it
so
would.
there you go.
really
Something to consider. The Colonel, I'm going to eat this tomato. No! People are slow-mo running, trying to slap it out of his hand. I mean, that's big stuff, man. I love history. I'm a buff. That's what I am.
I am too.
All right, I know, you know, we all know. We just bust a move here.
Gonna do that. It is the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Mr. Dan Ferris.
Whoa, what's going on here?
It's your Mintervention, sweetie.
My what?
I'm with Mint Mobile. Your family and friends are concerned about your expensive wireless plan.
I don't even have Mint Mobile.
And we want to fix that. Right now, you're paying too much. With Mint Mobile, you can get premium wireless for just $15 a month.
Really?
Yeah. Get nationwide coverage for less. Plans start at just $15 a month.
Learn more now at Mintervention.com. Coverage not available in all areas. New activation and a 3-month plan required. Additional restrictions may apply. See terms at Mintervention.com. Time now for a bright spot of news brought to you by the Sioux Falls Fireworks. That's what we're going to talk about today. We have, holy cow, less than a week to go now. Can't even believe that. Monday is the 4th of July. And we have a whole lot of great stuff going on in the area. And there's a bunch of other fireworks events that happen like this weekend. And then there's some that happen Saturday night, some that happen Sunday night. I was chatting with some folks from Garrettson. They've got an event coming up over the weekend. And again, all around the area, if you, by the way, I'll just tell you this. If you've got a fireworks event that's happening in your community, let us know about it. We'll post all of them on our Facebook page later this week. Again, facebook.com/sunnyradio. And facebook.com/Sioux Falls News. We'll post it on both of those. The one I'm going to talk about is the Sioux Falls Fireworks. Why? Well, it's because the one that we're actually working with. The Sioux Falls Fireworks is happening on Monday, the 4th of July. It's Independence Day. And I've had people ask why we don't call it the Independence Day celebration. Well, we probably could, but we call it Sioux Falls Fireworks because it's in Sioux Falls. And we do fireworks, and we will always do it on Independence Day. But again, the event is coming up Monday, 4th of July. Now, here's what you need to know. It's a free event. Everybody is welcome to come join us. One of the things I will say, last year, apparently there was somebody who got bit by a dog. So I'm going to ask, unless you have a service animal, please don't bring your dogs. Here's why. It's fireworks. Like, that's scary for a dog. So if you can, try to avoid bringing dogs. That would be wonderful. And if you do, like I said, if you have a service animal, you're certainly welcome to do that. But if you want to kind of hang out in the parking lot area where there's not a whole bunch of kids and people around, that might be better for you and for the dog and for the for everybody. But again, that happened last year and it wasn't a fun thing for anybody involved. So let's just be careful on that. The event is free. It's at the WH Line Fairgrounds. The entire schedule can be found at SiouxFallsFireworks.org. Going to go through that schedule right now, though. 7 p.m., that's when the gates open. And the gates will actually be open before then. That's just, when we officially start. Last year, I know a lot of folks showed up a little bit earlier than that. So you're welcome to come out whenever. But that's when most of the stuff is going to happen. We'll have music. We'll have food trucks. They'll be set up and ready to roll at 7. And then we've got the Black Hills Federal Credit Union Kids area. That also opens officially at 7. And a huge thank you to the Sioux Falls JCs for helping in that area. And also a huge thank you to the Guardians of the Children for helping in that area. They're going to be making sure that all the kiddos are safe and everybody has fun. And hopefully nobody gets hurt. That is the plan. Mr. Twister will be twisting balloons. And he is really, really talented. He's going to be there again at 7 p.m. And that is sponsored by the Center for Family Medicine. So huge thank you to them for stepping up. We're excited to have Mr. Twister this year. 7:30, Phil Baker will be performing on the IBEW main stage, and that is the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. A huge thank you to them for being a supporter of this event for many, many, many years. And Phil Baker will be performing at about 7:30 again on the stage. About an hour later at 8:30, Poet ethanol-powered Vanguard flyover. That'll happen in the air above the fairgrounds. And you'll see the Poet ethanol-powered Vanguard flyover again at 8:30 from pretty much anywhere in town. And if you tune your radio to Sunny Radio, if you tune it here, you can actually hear, we'll be talking about what they're doing and the maneuvers they're doing and all the things that are happening as they're flying over. We'll be doing that on the radio and also at the grandstand. So again, that'll be at about 8:30, the Poet ethanol-powered Vanguard flyover. About 8:45, the XL Energy flag ceremony, and we're going to have the presentation of colors. XL Energy is sponsoring the Flags Honoring America. And we get those from our friends at Maximum Promotions, and it is just a beautiful thing. And we've got a bunch of flags that are going to be hung up and set up and ready to go. So at about 8:45, we're going to have the American Legion do the presentation of colors. And then at 9 p.m., the American Legion will have a flag retirement ceremony. We added this last year, and it was such a beautiful, amazing, wonderful thing. There's an official ceremony that happens when a flag reaches retirement, when it's time for that flag to no longer be used as a flag, and they do a really nice ceremony. And they actually will do this at the event where they will have this flag retirement ceremony, and they actually burn the flags. It's a controlled thing that they do. And again, that'll be happening at 9 p.m. Then between 9 and 10, that's when it starts to get dark. We're going to have the kids' events happen as late as they possibly can, but then we start to wind down, and by 10 p.m., that is when we have all of the things that kind of just go with the fireworks. And the fireworks are set to music on Sunny 93.3, so you can watch them from wherever, or we'd love to have you join us in the grandstand. And the fireworks are sponsored by MarketBeat.com and Car Swap, and then also from our friends at Grand Falls Casino and Golf Resort. Now, Market Beat and Car Swap stepped up in a big way to help make sure that this event continues to happen. And Grand Falls Casino and Golf Resort has been involved for many years. They're the ones that actually got me involved in this. So a big thank you to those three for making the Sioux Falls Fireworks event exactly what it is, an amazing event. Without those three, we would be shooting off just a tiny little display because we wouldn't have much to do. So again, huge thank you to MarketBeat.com, Car Swap, and Grand Falls Casino and Golf Resort. And also a huge thank you to our friends at the Fireworks Store. It's a local company, and they're based right here in the Sioux Falls area, and they've got 8 locations where you can go out and buy fireworks as well. So if you'd like to find them, we've got a link to them also on the website, SiouxFallsFireworks.org. And you just scroll down a bit, you'll see the fireworks store. If you click that, it'll take you to all of their locations. You can find all of it. So if you missed any of this, or if you just want to maybe make sure that you know what's happening, all of the details can be found at SiouxFallsFireworks.org. We hope to see you at this free event at the WH Line Fairgrounds this Monday, July the 4th. We hope you will join us on Independence Day. All of the details at SiouxFallsFireworks.org.
Join us in October for The Sands, a week of music and fun that's been described as the best week ever by many of our guests. This year, we have more icons and more fun. Culture Club, The Cult, Loverboy, Belinda Carlisle, Lou Graham, Vanilla Ice, Samantha Fox, Firehouse, and many more. Plan to join us October 25th through the 30th at Planet Hollywood Beach Resort in Cancun, Mexico. This all-inclusive event will be the time of your life. Learn more now at radiotravelgroup.com.
And now stuff Dan finds interesting. Yeah.
It is time for Stuff Dan Finds Interesting. Dan, what do you find interesting on this Tuesday?
Holy moly, so much stuff going on.
Yeah, a lot of stuff.
Uproar, upheaval, globally speaking, and right here in our own fair town, all that is happening. Of course, I get a little more interested, and it's like, you know what, now that the dust is settled, you're probably asking yourself, like I was over the course of the weekend, what's Johnny Depp up to?
Yeah.
What the heck is going on there? Turns out Johnny might be just okay.
Okay.
After that whole, well, he was married to some actress, Amber Heard,
Yeah.
right? And apparently she did a little story about blah, blah, blah. One thing led to another.
Right.
Lawyers were hired, and suddenly we have drama all over.
That was like the trial of the century.
Television. It was one of the biggest things I've ever seen, although I paid not a second of attention to it.
Yeah, me neither.
So in the interim, because of all that was going on, he got kind of dropped by Disney, which that was his gravy train. He's Captain Jack Sparrow, babies. Mm-hmm. That was way back in 2018. They parted ways with him because of this ongoing,
right?
You know, these
kerfuffle.
Shenanigans. It was a kerfuffle, John.
It was,
That's exactly
with a capital
what it was.
K.
So it turns out he wins that case, and apparently everything is okie dokie. Well, in the interim, Disney had drafted the Pirates of the Caribbean 6 film, which is kind of laying there gathering dust. Plus, they have a series coming up on one of their streaming situations that has to do with Pirates of the Caribbean. And now they are in talks, and they're going, John.
Hey, Johnny.
Remember that whole "we never want to work with you again" thing?
Who's our favorite little Dexter? Yes, you are. Who's our big sweetie? Yes, you are such a big sweetie.
Let's let bygones be bygones.
So, according to celeb reports, of which I'm dialed in huge.
Yeah, you were. Yeah, right up there.
Upcoming deal with agents and everything else going on. Worth about $300 million.
Oh, yeah, they're going to have to pay big
to
time.
Mr. Depp.
They're going to have to pay big time to get him
So
back.
apparently they're
it's going to work out
they're
just
busy
fine
mending
for him.
fences and whatnot. And
So here's my question, and you might not know the answer because there's, again, probably some people above you between
In the world of celebrity.
Hard to believe.
Why can't they just get somebody else to play that character?
Because it's huge.
Russell Brand. I mean, come on.
Nobody else could play that character.
Brand.
It would bomb big time.
Russell Brand stepped up to play Arthur.
Well, Pixar, I believe it is, just launched a deal with Buzz Lightyear, an offshoot of the Toy Story thing, but
no Tim Allen.
And it bombed.
And from what I've seen, it ain't doing
It bombed.
great.
Yeah.
Again, think of all the people who've tried to replace like frontmen in rock and roll bands.
Yeah, you can't do it.
Seldom
exactly.
Seldom works. So I just think it's great that Johnny, who's, my goodness, I think he'll be okay.
Yes, he's going to be just fine. Actually, his popularity has soared since that whole thing.
Well,
so
and
it's
some of the
pretty
stuff
great.
that was said and done and things that there are people who are like, oh, that's exactly what I would have said. That's exactly what I would have done. I have not really followed it. I just see the memes on the internet.
Well, I think what's important is when you have, some tumultuous things going on in your personal life, it's just a good idea to air it in public.
It is.
Yeah.
Tell the
Tell
whole
everybody.
world.
Which is why, hey, if you've ever visited my Facebook page, it's all over. It's all about my personal life, everything that's going on.
Do you even have a photo of yourself on your page?
I do not.
I'm pretty sure you don't.
No,
So
I'm kind of a private guy.
I'll send you photos of
Keep it
Dan
that
for
way.
$1.
And again, shout out to my my favorite brothers, Oogie Boogie and Buddha.
Yeah.
Both of them, neither of which have any social media, none, zero. They are my heroes, and they do just fine. Thank you.
Yeah. So they get along without any social media?
No social media whatsoever. In fact, my older brother, he's still confused on how a phone works.
Yeah. I understand.
They're just fine.
That's awesome. Well, very cool. Dan, thank you for coming in, sir.
Hey, thanks a lot for having me, man. Appreciate it.
It is the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris.
What can I say that I haven't already said about bettercreditcards.com? It's a website. You go there to get a better credit card. Okay, that's really probably all I need to say for most of you, but I still have time left, so how about this? At bettercreditcards.com, we have different kinds of credit cards, some with better points and perks, some designed to help you build your credit. Whatever stage of life you happen to be in, we want to help. Give yourself a little credit. bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Tuesday, June 28th, 2022. The rebound in equities faltered Monday for good reason. Not only is there a key read of inflation due out at the end of the week, but the price of oil is rebounding. If it gets much higher, it may set a new all-time high and drive inflation to new levels. In regards to inflation, the PCE price index is due out on Thursday and is expected to be hot. The core PCE is expected to accelerate 0.1 to 0.4% on a month-over-month basis and drive the year-over-year gains to 5% to put even more pressure on the FOMC to act. The latest read on the FOMC is that a 75 basis point interest rate hike will come in July and another is likely in August. This will put the rate at 3% to 3.25% by the middle of the summer versus the end of the year as it was predicted just a month ago. If the PCE data is hotter than expected, it's likely the FOMC will increase rates at an even more aggressive pace and potentially throw the economy into a lengthy recession. You can get the inside track from Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com.